whether it is, if it's marketing, you got to innovate an idea. You got to innovate a thought that maybe nobody has thought of before. The second would be to kind of create a kind of...
Hopefully one day. As soon as you asked the question, I could see Sharad's mind doing a mental calculation and saying, okay, we start in August, great, must check with Susanne if her dates are free.
But Susanne has promised that when our campus opens up, she will also be interacting with the students and also provide internship for the students, and that's something where they will actually get to see the master in motion. That's what we are looking forward to.
No master. Just one person who wants to make a change. That's all.
So no master.
Okay, so no master.
Do we have any other question? Yes, ma'am.
My question is for Susanne. I want to know that now today when you look back at your growing years, you didn't have Pearl Academy. So is there something that you would have done differently, or did you have a mentor? Like today Pearl is...
I was hysterically sweet little lady, old lady. She must have been over 70 years old, but she looked so spectacularly topped, with her little eccentric dressing sense and everything. And she told us that there is no wrong design. If you can explain it, it's there, it's right. So the whole thing is how you explain it. In the whole world, there is nothing that is wrong. It's just the way you explain it. So this is one thing that infused in me that, I was, 17 years old, and this was, I'm talking about really long back. So it's like, at that age, if children, like from Pearl, if they're allowed to think and create a newness in the way they think, then automatically they will get stimulated to design better, to do better, to create better, to do everything. So it's just about how much of stimulus that they are, provided with.
Susanne, you are obviously someone that, a lot of girls look up to as a strong, independent woman. And like you said, who isn't afraid of the society, to make those strong calls, be it professionally or personally. But a lot of times, as girls in our growing years, we have a lot of confusion to deal with. So whenever there is such a situation, who is it that you take, inspiration from, and how is...
Because it made me curious, because these kind of inspiration not many take. What is the actual definition of design for you?
Okay, so I'm going to start with my bombardment of questions to you.
Sure, thank you.
So tell us over here about your journey with Pearl Academy.
Okay, I was very impressed with Sharad and all the work that Pearl is doing. And when we first met, I knew that I wanted to be, in some way, contribute to these young kids and to kind of probably motivate or inspire them in some small way. And it was very exciting to kind of be a part of this. So this is how we first met.
I think that when I... Is it? Okay. So when I was having this conversation with Susanne, it almost felt that she's already a part of Pearl, and how our philosophies were matching, how the values were matching, and what we were thinking that could we really make a difference by contributing a little bit, and how can that difference be multiplied all across the country. So I shared some stories about our students with her, and somewhere I think we really connected very well, and what you see is all a result of that.
And I think that, you know, the whole thing over here, the association, it is to kind of ignite and motivate and innovate, you know, young kids to think differently, to not get scared, to not fear, to kind of get them out of what they have been brought up with, and maybe expose them to, like they say, 360 degree of an education, kind of like even in the course, whatever they want you to apply for in your mind before you think should be something that allows you to open up. And that is what we want to do for this.
I think that thought came out very clearly when we were having our conversation, that how do we bring out that conceptualization of design. Design is something which is not really tangible. It's very difficult to really describe what design is. So unless the students really open up their mind and look at what's beyond, don't just look at what the obvious is. And that's where I think the difference could be. So the thought behind that, the scholarship and the initiative is that.
We're going to have to play a little bit of a passing parcel with the mics. And what did come out with that thought, and what came out of the dialogue between Pearl Academy with Sharad and Susanne was the Charcoal Project. So first of all, tell us why the name Charcoal Project, and then we'll get a little bit into the project.